Hey guys, I hope you're hungry for a little snack. Welcome back to Full Incense, and this is the new Bespin DLC, which came out today as I'm recording this for Season Pass holders. So I thought this is naturally going to be, the set dressing for War Stories for the next, for the foreseeable future. But I thought I would go ahead and, just give a little taste, a little snack, a little nibble of what Bespin has to offer. So, right off the bat, the positives, as you can see, it's a gorgeous, like the rest of Battlefront, but just how well realized it is, and it looks just like the movies, and I like how wide open and huge and expansive these maps are. They chose, some good pieces from the score, nothing, unexpected or crazy, but, they did add some cool stuff. Or choose some cool songs, which is always nice. But I'm already dragging my feet because I think there's a lot of problems. One thing right off the bat, the playlist system, I already sort of had a problem with it in Outer Rim. I just don't I don't know. I can't really think of how I would choose to do it, but I'm not a game designer. It's not my job to think of it. But when we're forced to just play in, the random order or whatever order they choose, it's tough because, like, I was just playing with Iceman for a little while, just to kind of get into the swing of things, and you have to do Turning Point twice, one as each side, and then you do Walker Assault twice, one of each side, and you're always on the same map and the same mode, and it just gets really repetitive. It takes so long to play what you would want to play. As you can see, I'm really struggling to, this is really when, like, the really obsessive, every single day people are playing, so it's been, like, this guy already has the EE4 as a brand new weapon for this DLC, and he's already unlocked it, so, I mean, I already have the scout binoculars, but those were really easy to get. I just don't have the credits to start most of the new HUT contracts, which are back from the Outer Rim as the new way to unlock stuff. I don't really like that either. Like, contracts made sense for the Outer Rim. It should have been like either the same thing but rebranded for all of them as like Lando's missives or something. But I mean, that's of course a small gripe. And I'm trying to use this pistol because I need pistol kills for one of my challenges, and there just is. I need one with range. I can't remember which pistol has a decent range. It's just been a long time since I've really fiddled with any guns other than my usual. Let's try the DH-17 for a second. So the playlist system, I think, is really flawed. I wish there was at least another option. If they like it or they think it's the way to go, that's great. But not everybody is gonna be into it. So I wish there were some other options. And like Heroes versus Villains, I really want to do Heroes versus Villains. You can't do that in Outer Rim or in Bespin right now because it's a 32 player modes instead of 16 like Heroes versus Villains is and like Outer Rim was. So you just can't do it. So it's much harder to play as the new heroes. Like, you can just go into vanilla Battlefront, but then it's in the old maps and it's been glitching out all day. There are reports all over the EA forums about it. And I was just in a game of it right now. Just kind of checking out. Look at this guy's health. He couldn't really do, couldn't do anything. It glitched out when somebody tried to leave the game. It froze everything. So it's just like a little bit frustrating when we really want to experience this new content, and it's just really guarded under how they want us to do it. But that being said, I like the new mode, Sabotage. It's pretty interesting. A lot of people are saying that it's kind of unbalanced because the way it works is you have the 4 rebel heroes will spawn during the first half of the mission where the rebels have to destroy these 3 generators. And then the second half of the mission, the Imperials have to claim this command post, and the rebels have to hold out for a certain amount of time without them doing that. And the Imperials get all 4 of their heroes for that second half. So, like, obviously, that's a huge advantage. Let me show you the Cloud Car. The Cloud Car is a joke. But obviously that's a whole huge advantage for the Empire. If you get all of your power at the end when a lot of the Rebel heroes are either dead or weakened, it's pretty seems kind of unfair. And the cloud car, like supposedly its trick is its blaster effectiveness is not reduced by its speed, and it has the capability to be the fastest vehicle in the game. But the blaster is just so weak already because of that. Like, they don't want it to be way too strong if you're going as slow as possible. So they just made it terrible at all times. Like, you just saw me like hitting away at that ATST and just doing no damage at all. So yeah, the cloud car is kind of a joke. And speaking of poor balancing, excuse me, Dengar at time of recording is ridiculous. He can kill Luke in one hit with his hurricane swipe or hurricane attack, whatever it's called, his big running melee attack, which is quite similar to Luke's. So heroes versus villains, I guess, would be a joke. And in the one match of it I did get to do as Dengar, I cleaned up. I killed all 3 of the opposing heroes myself, and didn't die at all. So I can definitely attest through personal experience. But apparently the developers have already noted it and already been talking about it on Twitter. So I guess they're making their plans to patch it or what have you, and that's fine. You gotta expect some bugs, but that's quite a big oversight that they let one of the new heroes being that powerful that they're already having to test and do all this stuff with to make it work, is able to just dominate like that. It's just hard to believe that they would miss that. But it still is my very first day of playing with it. There will surely be another balance patch, and if not sooner than in 2 weeks when the Battlefront releases this DLC for non-season pass holders. So that'll be different. That'll be nice. Hopefully they'll be able to do some balancing or what have you, so that things aren't quite so crazy. But I don't know. I doubt they'll make a big change to the playlist system like I feel it needs. A lot of the other kind of under the hood changes I have thought are really good. They made a lot of incentives to playing with a partner, which is nice. Like your cooldowns are much quicker. And the new stuff I've gotten to experiment with, which is basically just the scout binoculars, I think are really interesting. I like that it sort of supports a more support type of role. So that's interesting. So yeah, you mark players and then they show up through walls for everybody, and if they happen to die within the period of effectiveness, which is like 5 seconds or 10 seconds, then you get bonus points, which is kind of neat. One controversial change is now there's no more assist or kill assist. Kill assist or critical kill assist. They all just count as kills. Unless... No, not unless at all. That's it. They just count as kills now. And but not in your kill to death ratio. It's sort of like how the AI kills work in Fighter Squadron. And I guess it's fine, but it seems like only to pad people's egos and so they look like they have better kill to death ratios. Because if it doesn't, yeah, that was a really, really awful attempt. Sorry guys, but I'll use the excuse of I'm having to record and brand new to this stuff. I've never really liked the big game modes in Battlefront. That's why the Outer Rim DLC was so awesome. To my taste, I like the smaller game modes. But anyway, sorry, I completely lost what I was trying to talk about. But yeah, as time will go on, unlock more stuff and see more about it. There probably will be a lot to like in the Bespin DLC. But I do hope that they're able to find some sort of middle ground with the playlists. I realize that they have their reasons for doing what they want, but if they can work that out and do some balancing, and like I said, some of the other under the hood changes I really like the partner system and the kills. We'll kind of see. Oh, that's where I was. Yeah, it just seems like it's just to pad people's egos because. If it doesn't affect your kill to death ratio, you're the only one that sees the difference anyway. So what difference does it make? But I don't know. I guess they just decided that's what they wanted to do. So it's cool. It looks really pretty, and I do think that as time passes, I get more used to the maps. I'll probably look on it more favorably, and it does force me to use to do some of the game types that I haven't really played with so much. So that'll be good. I guess one to right there. Thank you so much for watching. You know, of course, this was just a tiny little taste of what the Bespin DLC has to offer. I'll definitely be showing more. Look, everybody is a Shadow Trooper. I'll definitely be showing more. Like I said, this will be the backdrop for War Stories for the foreseeable future. I don't think there will be any more Outer Rim after this one. Maybe one or two, just depending on when this comes out. But I believe this will be on Wednesday. And today's episode was already not that, so maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like down below. Again, sorry about my kind of lack of good performance in this one, but live and learn. We'll get better. That's never what you came to Full Instance for in the first place. So make sure you subscribe so you can catch more of my content. You have snacks like this every Wednesday and Saturday, but you also have War Stories where I kind of podcast while I play. And then, of course, we have our Let's Play right now, which is Guacamelee. But we have some sort of content every single day, is the short version. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I don't know about you, but I'm full.